History is full of wars, kings and revolutions, but every now and then something truly strange happens. Events so bizarre, so unexpected you'd swear they were fiction, but they're absolutely real. Today we're diving into 5 bizarre historical events that actually happened. From dancing plagues to a pope put on trial after death, these are the moments that make you say, wait, what? Let's begin. In the summer of 1518, the people of Strasbourg, then part of the Holy Roman Empire, were struck by a strange affliction. They danced. It began with one woman, Frau Troffea, who started dancing in the street without music. She couldn't stop. Within a week, dozens had joined her. By the end of the month, over 400 people were dancing uncontrollably in the sweltering heat. This wasn't joyful movement, it was desperate, frantic and painful. Some danced until their feet bled, others danced until they collapsed or died of exhaustion. Doctors believed it was caused by hot blood and prescribed more dancing. Modern theories range from mass hysteria to ergot poisoning, a hallucinogenic mold found in rye. But to this day, the true cause remains a mystery. The Cadaver Synod, a trial of a dead pope. Picture this, it's 897 AD, and Pope Stephen VI has, well, quite a grudge. His predecessor, Pope Formosus, is dead and buried. But you know, that doesn't stop Stephen. He actually has Formosus's corpse exhumed, dressed up in papal robes, and placed on a throne right there in a courtroom. Then, believe it or not, he holds a full-blown trial, accusing the corpse of perjury and violating church law. A deacon is rather unfortunately forced to speak on the dead pope's behalf. Unsurprisingly, Formosus is found guilty. His body is stripped of its robes, 3 fingers are cut off, and he's thrown into the Tiber River. Yes, the 9th century was a wild time to be Catholic. The Defenestrations of Prague. Well, defenestration means, quite simply, to throw someone out of a window. Now, just imagine for a moment a political movement so extreme that tossing your opponents out of windows actually becomes a regular event. Rather dramatic, isn't it? In Prague, you know, this wasn't just some one-time thing. It actually happened 3 times over several centuries. The most famous incident, that would be in 1618. Protestant nobles stormed Prague Castle and, well, they threw 2 Catholic regents and their secretary right out of a 3rd-story window. Miraculously, they survived, falling into a pile of manure of all things. Catholics called it divine intervention. Protestants, on the other hand, weren't exactly convinced. This event, believe it or not, triggered the 30 Years' War, one of the bloodiest conflicts in European history, and all from a literal window toss. Napoleon was once attacked by a horde of rabbits. Yes, that Napoleon. After a successful military campaign, Napoleon Bonaparte organized a celebratory rabbit hunt with his generals. His staff brought in, well, hundreds of rabbits all ready for sport. But you know, something went wrong. Instead of fleeing, the rabbits charged. Turns out the organizers had bought tame farm-raised rabbits, who saw the humans not as threats, but, as food providers. Dozens swarmed Napoleon and his men, leaping at their legs, climbing into their coats, and absolutely refusing to back down. The great conqueror of Europe had to retreat from bunnies. The Great Emu War, Australia versus birds. In 1932, Australia went to war against emus. Yes, you heard that right. The large, flightless birds were wreaking havoc on farmland in Western Australia, so the government sent soldiers with machine guns. But the emus had numbers and speed and, well, surprisingly good tactics. Every time the soldiers aimed, the emus scattered into small, hard-to-hit groups. Guns jammed, ammunition ran low. After several failed ambushes and just a handful of bird casualties, the military declared defeat. The emus won. And the Great Emu War entered the history books as one of the most unusual defeats ever. History isn't always serious. Sometimes it's deeply weird, and that's what makes it unforgettable. From popes on trial to armies overrun by emus, the past is full of strange stories that are, honestly, 100% real. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you don't miss more weird and wonderful stories from history. Drop a comment with the strangest historical fact you know. We might feature it in a future video.